All right, my friends, here we are home. As you can see, the battery is here. We have the battery charger. We're gonna open now. The first thing we're gonna do is to open what's in this box. We never opened this before, so this is the first challenge, First challenge. So let's open this Suaoki car battery charger. According to the box, okay, you have an LCD display, which is pretty good. It tells you what's going on. You have telling you how much charger, stage charging. It tells you how much is charged. The auto repair function, I don't know what this is, but then it tells you that they can take 6 volts and 12 volts batteries. You have winter mode, that's fantastic. And then you have the specification here, input voltage between 100 and 240, so it's just good for the US and for Europe. Output voltage 6V, 6 voltage, 12 voltage, and then you have output current 1 amp and 4 amps. The 1 amp is for the 6 volts and 4 amps are for the 12 volts. Alright, it tells you battery types, all types, lead acid batteries, ROS compliant, so we'll see what happens. Let's open the battery, the box, sorry. Let's see what we have here. Let's open this thing up. Okay, so the first thing we see is a bag. I guess this is a bag to keep the battery charger inside. Okay. What else does it have? Okay, so this is all right. So the positive, okay, have a fuse box, has a fuse just in case something happens. I guess this is the positive and this is the negative cable. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is the second item that we got. That's another type of connectors. I guess it's the same thing. You have the pliers or these kind of springs pliers. These hard pliers. You connect it in here to the positive, and then you go to the negative, and then you charge that. Okay. All right, and finally, I think the thing remaining is the battery charger and the instructions here. All right. So this is gonna go to the connectors, and this is gonna go to the electrical power. And you can see here you have the LCD display. You have the buttons here. One says mode and the other one says battery type selection. And it gives you the specifications. Alright, so before we connect, I guess we have to read a little bit the instructions here. Let's see if they say anything. 1 to 14 in English. Alright. Charging modes. Okay, charging. Battery type selection button, says that wet, MF, gel, slanted, and BRO, AGM, mode button, slow and fast. Okay, I guess we have to read the instructions in a different. Okay guys, so I've read the instructions in here, and the first looks pretty straightforward, but you never underestimate anything, so we'll do things carefully and double checking our steps. According to the instructions, the charger charges any type of battery, especially this called the SLA, the seal lead acid. You have different types, and then lithium batteries as well. So, but this is a lead battery, so what we're gonna do is choose the SLA 12 volts because it's 12 volts battery. And we do the slow type here. Okay, slow type, which you will charge will use 1 amp. All right, so the first thing it tells you is to plug in the connector to the AC power, and then just so the LCD comes up, and it will come up in the PON mode, which is tells you the charger is up, is on, but it's not charging. So we'll do that first. Okay. Okay guys, so as you can see, you got EGM, it says PON, power on, okay, power on, alright, tells you it's in the AGM winter mode. We don't want that, so but doesn't matter, we'll change that later. And then it gives you the motorcycle signature sign, which tells you this is the slow. Second step, Okay guys, so here it is. The second step is tells you to press the button, the battery type selection, until you find out the type of battery. It's in AGM winter mode, so we want to change that to lithium batteries now, to SLA battery. Here we are, so I've chosen SLA, okay, with the battery type selection button. Okay, so the third step is to choose the mode. You have to choose the slow or the fast, the 1 amp or the 4 amp. For the 6 volts battery, you have to use always the slow, otherwise the battery can be damaged. You can damage your battery. So we go to here, this is the fast, this is the 4 amp, and this is the slow 1 amp, so we leave it in there. So finally we have SLA battery type battery and 1 amp charging mode. Okay, all right, so it tells you the next step, which is the fourth step. The fourth step, to connect the cables. Let me show you how I did that. The cables, I guess it is the connectors for the charger, and then it tells you to connect the positive here and the negative, and then connect them together. So I'm just gonna put them here together like that. All right, and then we'll connect positive and the negative to its place. According to the instructions, if you change the polarity, it will give you an error. Okay, we're not gonna try that. Okay. And then the fifth step, it tells you that when you connect, it will go through all the steps, all the steps in here that is shown. They are shown in here. Okay. Okay, my friends, the C on, which is charger on, is going through the different steps, I guess now. In the LCD it says voltage 3.9 voltage, 14 volts, 12 volt battery, 0.9. This is the current output, 0.8, 0.9. You have different voltages now, 14.3. I guess that different steps is going through. As you can see, now it's reduced the amperage, the output amps. There is going now 0.6 volts, 14.3. I guess it's gonna go through a couple of cycles in here, and it will go down different amps, and it will keep going. I guess this is it. So it seems like it's working. What we're gonna do is leave this on top here, so nothing happens to the battery, nothing happens to the. And then you got the different plugs. Just take them out, make sure you have some space, nothing happens to the thing, because this is going to be charging for 3 weeks. All right, so hopefully it's going to charge. Okay guys, the battery has been charged during the entire night, and now the charger says it's full, so I guess it has entered the maintenance period. It will check the battery during these 3 weeks. As you can see, the battery is in proper condition, nothing happened to it. All right, so we'll see what happens after 3 weeks, and hopefully it works. All right guys, so first test passed, and we'll see it after 3 weeks. All right guys, we just returned from our trip. The past 3 weeks. Look at the battery. Battery is in right conditions, and the charger says the battery is full. You can see it's SLA slow charging mode, and 12 volts. Okay, slow. This is the slow sign, which is the motorcycle, but it seems like the battery is properly charged, and nothing happened to it during 3 weeks. Fantastic. So hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully we learn from this. Again, we have to say thank you to Canarian YouTuber. Thank you for showing us how these things work. Thank you for watching, and nos vemos la próxima.